Many of you know me through the TV series The Circle on Channel 4, or indeed by following me on YouTube and my talks about politics or occasionally religion, art, and how to write a good essay. But I also spend my life on the hoof. I spend my working life between so many different countries, the UK, Albania, Greece, Turkey, Ukraine, and for a long time I worked in Russia, and I would hop on a plane every other week and come back to the UK. Sometimes I've been running around between television sets, sometimes teaching, sometimes illustrating or animating, sometimes doing all of these things at the same time. I also run a small business trying to combine AI, computing technology, and modern education. And I've been doing that really ever since I was teaching about education in Russia. And if there's one thing this cross-border digital life has taught me, it's this: your hosting cannot be your weak link. Zoom and Skype carried us through COVID, but they were never really built to support serious creative collaboration. And that's what you need. You need a reliable, fast, virtual private server. And that's why I now use mvps.net. And I'm not ashamed of it. A VPS, a virtual private server, is a slice of a powerful machine in a data center that you control. And it gives you your own CPU, RAM, and storage, so your site or app isn't slowed by strangers. For me, that means I can run WordPress for my teaching projects. I can host a podcast without worrying about crashes. I can share large animation files securely while traveling, and it's my own stable base on the internet. The acronyms are really confusing, but mvps.net is a trusted European VPS provider with 10 data centers in London, Frankfurt, Amsterdam, Bucharest, Sofia, and more. So I can pick a server close to wherever I'm working, and that keeps latency low whether I'm in Tirana or in Istanbul. And they run on high-performance servers with NVMe SSDs and modern CPUs, which means my WordPress site loads fast and my AI tools actually run instead of timing out. For those of you who are aware of Maya and trying to use the system for processing individual frames of film, it's exhaustive when it doesn't work or when the process times out. Speed is useless if the service is unreliable. mvps.net has on-site engineers 24/7, keeping the infrastructure alive, and support 7 days a week. That's 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m. GMT, plus or minus 2 hours. I tested it. I once locked myself out of my own server while traveling. They answered within 10 minutes on a Saturday and got me back in. And the automatic backups have saved me more than once. A WordPress update failed, and with one click I rolled back to a clean, working version. Their plans scale. I started small, just hosting a podcast and a teaching site, and later I added heavier AI experiments without migrating to a new provider. Full root access lets me install the software I need, and I can resize if a project suddenly grows. Whether you're a developer, a small entrepreneur, an educator, or a digital creator, the flexibility is surely there. I've tried the ultra-cheap VPS hosts. I've tried them. They buckle under load, they throttle CPU and disappear when you need help. mvps.net keeps pricing competitive but delivers speed, reliability, and real support. If you're building something serious, whether that's a blog, an app, an online classroom, a site for hosting games. So many of my students host games. I started off designing computer games. I don't play them at all now, but I keep an interest in them, and I find some of my students talk wildly about Minecraft or Roblox or Assassin's Creed, and they think I don't know what they're talking about. I was one of the designers on, what was it, Alien versus Predator. I know exactly what they're talking about, and I'm interested. But, so if you're building something serious, even a creative studio, this is the backbone you need. So if you need something fast, if you need dependable hosting that follows you across borders and keeps your work online, check out mvps.net. I put the link in the description below. For me, it's turned the frustration of unreliable servers into the quiet confidence that my work, my podcast, my animation files, my AI education experiments that still don't work properly, but they work better. They work better, and people I'm working with understand what I'm talking about, that these things will stay online wherever I am. And honestly, that freedom is worth everything. You need to be able to rely on something. I can rely, and I recommend you can rely on mvps.net.